Hi there, Clive here again, back with a further update on my Queal after using it for a week. If you're new to my videos, then welcome. Please like, subscribe, comment below. Really appreciate that, especially the subscription. So subscribe, that'd be great. If you're completely new to my videos, then make sure you check out the other videos. Basically, what I tend to do is I review smart food. What is smart food? Smart food is a kind of really quick way of getting all your nutritional and needs and vitamins into your system in a very quick way using sort of meal replacement shakes and powders. Check out my other videos, there's loads about it. This video is all about a week on Queal. So I've been trying out Queal. You can check out my main review of the Queal, my first tasting and unboxing of Queal on my other videos, but this is how I found Queal and all the different flavors and how I felt after using it for a week. So let's check that out. So I thought doing things a little bit different today. Today we're trying out the chocolate hazelnut happiness in the Queal. I'm blitzing it in the old NutriBullet rather than using the shaker because I think I'm at home and it's easier and I make sure I get a really good mixed smooth consistency. When I go to work, what I might do is keep it in one of these in the fridge, and apparently these are good for 24 hours. So if you make it up before I go to work, put it in one of these, put it in my bag, and then I don't have to bother making it at work or use the shaker at work. Normally I use the shaker at work, but because this will last fine in one of these until lunchtime, I could take it to work. So I'm going to try that on Monday. But today I thought what we do is try the chocolate and honey. So I've given it a blitz. So I'll drink it out of this just for tasting rather than put it in the container. See what it tastes like. Here we go. Okay, nice and fluffy like before. Certainly get a sense of the chocolate. You can smell the hazelnut. So it's not too chocolatey. So I'm not a great fan of the sort of the cold chocolatey drinks, but it's certainly got a hazelnut taste. Chocolate's not too overbearing. Yeah, it seems fine. It seems nice and a nice sort of hazelnutty taste to it. If you're not a big massive fan of sort of straight on chocolate, I think the chocolate and hazelnut mix is good. So it's good to have the variety of flavours because you can get bored with the same old flavour. So this seems all right. I'll do some other flavours through the week and I'll report back on all of those. Okay, so it's Tuesday today, and I thought what we're going to do is try another Queal, and we're going to try the Banana Mania, and I'm going to have it for breakfast. I had the smooth vanilla yesterday for lunch at work, and it's still not. I think it's still my favourite. Not yesterday, the day before we tried the chocolate hazelnut surprise, which was tasty, but the vanilla smooth is nice and smooth anyway. But today we're going to try the Banana Mania, and I'm going to have it for breakfast, and then I'll probably have the vanilla smooth again for lunch. So it'll be interesting to see having two replacement meals in one day, see how I feel. But so far it seems to be working, been feeling great, been feeling fine about it. Time for the Banana Mania anyway. Simple, it's got a sort of rip off top there. So 5 lots of the banana. In 350 mils of water. It seems a lot, but it does smooth down. 3, 4, 5, and then it's got a resealable top, all sort of squeezed together. So I'm blitzing it today, just easier for me, and I'm going to do I'll do a batch for lunch as well of the vanilla, as I said. Do me. Here goes then, the Banana Mania. And you get that nice fluffy texture that I have with the vanilla smooth. I think it helps if you really blitz it. It gives it a nice fluffy texture. And the bananas, it's not an overwhelming banana. It's not like a super sweet banana, which is nice because I think banana-y type flavours can get quite sweet or sickly. But this isn't a very yeah, it's not a super sweet one. I mean, it's still sweet. I mean, it's banana for goodness sake, but it's not as strong and as sweet in its banana flavours as I expect. So that, which is a good thing, I think. Anyway, so there you go, the Banana Mania. Yeah, lovely. I haven't got a problem with that. That tastes really nice. And it'd be interesting to see how it lasts and how it makes me feel and whether it fills me up until lunchtime. So far, when I've been having it at work, I probably get back from work maybe 7:30, maybe 8 o'clock, back to my house, and by then I am feeling a bit hungry, which is perfect. So it gets me through the afternoon. Anyway, cheers. Okay, so we're back again. Another morning, another breakfast, another Queal. So today, I think we're going to be trying for breakfast. Super strawberry, and then I've run out of the vanilla. I still like the vanilla. I think the vanilla is still my favourite. I think we'll try some awesome apple pie. So here goes. I'll open here, slightly different opening on this one. There we go. Okay, 5 scoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, can smell the strawberry. 5, right, I hope I've done that right. On the FAQs it says that you can make it up and store it at room temperature for, it says several hours, so that's quite loose, but if it's in the refrigerator it will last, they say it will last a day and a half. So for lunch I put mine in this keeps it cool, especially if I put this in the fridge, it stays cool, and it was fine. I took it to work. By the time lunchtime comes around, it was absolutely fine, so it worked perfectly. So I'll be doing that again today. But onto the strawberry taste. That's it. It's got that sort of strong strawberry flavour, like a strawberry milkshake type thing, obviously. It's sort of a bit, it's a sort of a fake strawberry. A strawberry always has a funny sort of fake smell to it anyway, I think, personally. Anyway, that's my opinion. Still got that slight fluffy, smooth texture, which is good. And again, the strawberry flavour is not a strong strawberry flavour, which could make it sickly. Again, another concern that I might have is that some of these fruit ones can taste a bit too sort of sweet, but this one, it's not an overpowering strawberry smell. So yeah, I think that's again, that's fine. It's not the most amazing strawberry drink in the world, but absolutely fine. And I'm enjoying the Queal because partly because of the different flavours. Although I'm loving the vanilla, to be honest, it was my favourite, but I've run out now, I don't have a choice. All these different Queal flavours just give you a bit of variety, so I quite like that variety, and that's what sort of gives it an edge over, I'd say, Queal, is just the variety of flavours. Although you get flavourings to add to your Queal, usually adding it to vanilla, so there's always that base vanilla underneath. I've never tried it with the original plain Queal flavourings. It's not quite the same as having it already made up in the packages. Anyway, so that's the strawberry. What's it? This super strawberry. That's the super strawberry. And for lunch, we'll go for the apple pie, and I'll report back on that one later. Okay, so I'm going to make the apple pie up and put it in here for my lunch, but we'll have a quick taste before we go. Still got my strawberry breakfast on the go, so we're just making up lunch. 1, Oh, you can smell the apple crumble already. Nice. One thing I did find is that yesterday I had it for breakfast and I had it for lunch, and I wasn't hungry until lunchtime, so that was fine. And I began to feel a bit hungry so I had it at lunchtime about 1ish. I began to feel a bit hungry about 6, but that passed, and I made it quite comfortably home to about 8 o'clock when I had my normal meal at 8. Tempted though I was to have another shake. Wow. Yeah, real strong sort of apple crumble smell there. I mean, not even, oh, that's nice. That smells nice anyway. And half the taste is in the, is all down to the smell, isn't it? Right, so we'll have a quick taste now, just to see what it's like. Again, a smooth texture. It's more the smell that makes it taste, where it really drives the taste home. Every time I bring it up here, I can just smell apple pie. Apple crumble, I mean, to me. A real strong smell of apple crumble there. And tasty, again, not too sweet or anything like that, which is good. Although I have a sweet tooth, you don't want to get very sickly sweet. So that's good. So what I tend to do is I'll pour it in here and then stick this in the fridge for a little while. And there we are, lunch made out. One breakfast, one lunch. Sorted. Okay, 2 flavours left. We've got funky forest fruit and cool chocolate. And I think for breakfast what we're going to have today, try the funky forest fruit. So without further ado, let's prep it up. Okay, my breakfast, funky forest fruit. One easy meal in one, let's give it a try. That's nice, it's almost creamy. I'm saying the fruit's not too sweet or sickly. Again, another one, smooth. It was slightly less fluffy, slightly more creamy than the other ones. But nice, you know, it's too sweet, but not sickly sweet, as I said.
Oh my god.
Nice and creamy. Tastes a bit more filling than the others, sort of thicker texture. Funky forest fruit. One more to go. Okay, so it's lunchtime and we're trying the final flavour, cool chocolate. And I'm going to make it up in the shaker that comes with the kit, because obviously previously I've always used the NutriBullet because I know it gives a good blend. But let's try out the making it in the beaker. So I put the 350 ml water in there, and then we'll just add the 5 scoops. And we're very chocolatey. Now, as I mentioned in my previous video, I love chocolate. I'm not a great fan of cold chocolate, like chocolate ice cream, chocolate mousse, or a cold chocolate drink, so I'm a bit worried about this one. I like hot chocolate. Right. So it's all in there. Excuse the background noise. I did tell my son to be quiet while I make this video, but that's not going to work, is it? Right, so lid on. Now notice there's this screw lid here, don't know if you can see, it's a bit wonky on that, and it just might be a slight defect. I mean, it's on tight and that's fine, but I'm just putting my thumb on the top just in case. Let's give it a good shake and see what happens. It'll be interesting to see what sort of flavour and texture we get, especially the texture with just the shakes. I wonder if you can heat it and then have it as a hot chocolate. That'd be interesting. Or whether by heating it, it's going to destroy some of the vitamins and minerals that are in here. Well, that could be a winner. A hot chocolate meal. A hot chocolate meal, imagine. Maybe I'll drop a line to Queal and say, can we heat it? Even if it's very gentle. That will chill it down. I might chill this down. I think chilling down might also be an option to sort of with the chocolate, but we'll see. I don't know what it's tasting like. Let's not judge it. Right, I think that's a good shape. Let's give it a final Could have been a cocktail barman. Truth be known, I was a cocktail barman, very briefly. Yeah, that certainly smells chocolatey. I think it's mixed quite well. Oh, it's very nice. I think it's another winner, that one. I'm going to put this in the fridge for a while as well, just to chill it down, see what it tastes like. Really cool. But that's all the flavours. So I've been trying the Queal out for a week. So let's conclude my thoughts. Okay, so that's after a week of all the different flavours. So generally, let's conclude. How did I find it? So, you know, I really like the vanilla flavour. In fact, I like the fact that there is a variety of flavours. That's been the key thing for me this week. It's not just the same old. I think you can get bored with anything, you know, just having the same thing all the time. So I think the variety of flavours they've got is really great. I particularly like the apple crumble. I've made some notes here, so I'll just have a look at that. Yeah, particularly like the apple crumble, which is really nice. Vanilla is obviously my favourite. The one slight concern I have is usually what I do, I've been mixing it as sort of having breakfast and sometimes lunch on some days. But usually what I do is have a meal replacement just at lunch. So I have the Queal at lunch, and that's about 450 calories. But this is about 700 calories. I mean, the idea is that you have three of these throughout the day, and you'll get to about 2,100 calories. With the Queal, the idea is sort of about three or four lots of the Queal and a main meal as well, and that will take you to your 2,000 plus calories. But I tend to only have it as a lunchtime snack, so I've been replacing basically a 450 calorie lunch with a 700 calorie lunch. So that's a slight concern. The other thing I'd say is the reading it here, the maltodextrin. Okay, so maltodextrin is a source of carbohydrates, and it is used by a lot of people who do fitness as sort of recovery and stuff. Lots of bodybuilding drinks have it in. Loads of other meal replacement drinks have it. Jake, which is another drink I've reviewed, Smart Food I've reviewed. Jake, that has it in it. Mania has it in it. Queal has it in it as one of sort of the major ingredients. Queal doesn't. Queal uses oats, and they make a difference. So they use ultrafine powdered oats in the Queal that I tend to like, and that has a low glycemic index. Maltodextrin has a high glycemic index. So if that means anything to you, then I think you just need to check that out a bit. But I think if you do a lot of fitness, and you use this as sort of part of your fitness routine, and after you've sort of exercised or something and meal replacement, then I think it's less of concern, because you need that kind of those quick calories and energy to sort of recover, and the carbohydrates to help you recover. So that's just a small thing. I think, you know, you should check that out, how you feel about maltodextrin in your food. I mean, it's in loads and loads of foods and loads of drinks, as I say. It's used by a lot of people in sort of recovery drinks for athletics and athletes and weightlifters and all that kind of stuff, bodybuilding, people who are fit. So I think if you're generally quite fit and healthy and exercise a lot, then that's probably pretty good. But I think if you're having a lot of this, just something to bear in mind. Yeah, so generally, and a couple of times where I mostly just had Queal, so I've had Queal for breakfast and a Queal for lunch. I felt a little bit gassy, a bit personal there, but a little bit too much information, a little bit gassy towards the end of the day, not a lot. And it may be just my body adjusting to the fact that I'm, you know, just using the shakes to get all my nutritional needs. But generally, if I maybe just have it as lunch and then have a normal meal, then I tend to be fine. In terms of keeping me satisfied or you know, satiated, as it were, I tend to have it at breakfast, and I manage to get through to lunch fine. And the ones I've had at lunch, I tend to get through to about 6 or half 6, and I sort of get a few hunger pangs. I can wait a little bit, and then usually I eat at 7 or 8, and I'm fine. So it does get me through. So that's all great. And what I've really liked and what I've really enjoyed about Queal is basically the variety of flavours and the options it gives me. So that's it really. It's very much, you know, similar to, I'd say, to Jake. which is the other one I've reviewed. I just like the variety of flavours that Queal do. I particularly like the vanilla. If you're just going to stick with vanilla, it's got a real smooth, fluffy taste. Just maybe concerns that you sort of balance what you're eating, because one meal is 700 calories. So if you're just using it as a sort of a light replacement meal, it's not going to quite work like that, because it's probably a bit more than, say, a sandwich, which is going to be 400 to 500 calories. And if you're using it to replace that, you're putting a bit more in. So just watch what you eat later on in the day. That's all I'd say. But generally, I've had fun doing this. I really appreciate the guys sending me the stuff as well to review. I hope you enjoyed that review. I hope it's given you some more information, some more insight into Queal, what it's all about. Remember, please like, subscribe, comment below. Really appreciate it. Watch out. I've got another smart food review coming very soon. So check those out. Check out all my other videos. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Bye for now.